Hey everybody, thanks for joining Do It Right EDC. It's been a long time since I made an upload. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to get right back into doing keychain items and flashlights and all different types of things. And as you can see here, I got my own personal keychain here. And the main item on my keychain is this Night Eyes G Series number 3 dual chamber carabiner clip, or G clip. And we're going to take a closer look at this. Okay, so this Night Eyes G Series number 3 G clip is a great item to keep on anybody's keychain. I highly recommend it. It's about $6 or $7. I got this one at Farm and Fleet. And our Night Eyes G clip is going to measure in at just under 2.5 inches. And the Night Eyes G Series number 3 is going to weigh in at 12.6, 12.7 grams. And this clip is really well made. As you can tell, there's 2 chambers, obviously, but the springs are inside the metal, and this has some really decent craftsmanship to it. As you can see here, you can't tell where this, well, you can tell where they're at, but you can't see them at all, the springs. And these springs are real strong on the G Series clip here. As you can see, and the smaller one is real strong too. And now let's get into what I actually carry on this thing. First thing is car and house keys, but you guys don't care about that. Now, when you're loading this clip, what you want to do is you want to put the stuff you want down here on first because it has to loop around here. And I'll demonstrate here in a moment. Okay, the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's put something on here. Ah, that clip. Okay. Here's the second one. Oh. But before we go any further, I want to explain and demonstrate these items here. Now this right here is a mini version of the number 3. This is the number 1. This is a G Series, or Night Eyes G Series number 1 G clip. And the G Series number 1 is coming in at a length of just a smidge over 1 3/8 inches. Actually, that was a bad angle here. Maybe you can see it better like that. And to weigh this Night Eyes G Series number 1 clip out is going to come in at 5.96 grams. Now, guys, I know some of you take your keychains very seriously. Not only because they hold your keys, but you want quality. You want that guarantee. And I'm not going to mess around with you guys. I wouldn't be recommending these if I didn't think they were quality items. I mean, just look at the strength of the springs. And the strength of the springs on the smaller G Series number 1 is even stronger. Take a listen. And for the other clip, this one's actually kind of hard to move. Yeah. Now let's go over some of the other stuff. And this is just my Victorinox SD, I believe. And it's kind of dirty because it's been in my pocket, but you know. And it's got the, I'm not going to open it up because it's gross. These are the scissors right here. And then obviously here you got a really high quality keychain with the double loop on there. And you got to like that. And then, of course, the insignia there imprinted in steel. You also have a knife right there. It's just over an inch long blade. And then right there is the flathead screwdriver along with the diamond file. And then there is the toothpick on the end there. And then a set of tweezers right there. Now let's dig in to this Night Eyes flashlight. Okay, so this flashlight's actually one of my more favorite EDC items. This goes with me everywhere. It's got two brightnesses. It's I believe it's 170, which you adjust by, see, there's the low mode. And then there's the high mode. You adjust that by turning it off and turning it back on again. So that mechanism in itself is cumbersome, but you know, it gets the job done. You're walking from your cars to the house or something and it's real dark, you know, it works great. And then on the back here, we got another high quality keychain loop here with a really great swivel to it. Not a lot of things that have the keychain feature have a built-in swivel. And I mean, this swivels like a dream. And now let's take a look at the battery. So this flashlight just takes a AA battery, and we're gonna crack this thing open. It's got a real nice rubber seal on there to aid in the water resistance. And I was mistaken. This is a AAA battery. I'm just using the Energizer Max. Nothing too crazy there. AAA, totally replaceable. And there's the inside, but I'm not sure if you guys can see that. You're not missing too much in there. Just the inside of a flashlight, but real good craftsmanship on this. Really well made. And this is definitely something. Now, this one, the price point on this is $20. So, you know, far from the cheapest pocket chain or pocket/keychain flashlight, but you're getting what you pay for. This is a high quality instrument. Now let's reassemble everything. Now first we're going to put together our G-Series #1. And I am going to pop on with our, again, we're going to take another look at this keychain here on the end of this because it's just made real well. I mean, it's got the double loop. A lot of keychains are real flimsy and weak. This is not, you know, this is Swiss engineering. So we're going to, didn't get it. There it goes. All right, now this one has a real good click. All right, there we go. We got our Victorinox on there. Now let's make the addition of our Night Eyes 100 lumen flashlight. Come down here and do the second clip. All right, and now our little clip is ready to go. And we're going to get started on the second larger clip now with the smaller keys. And some of you are probably wondering, well, why do you have two different clips like that on your keychain? And I'll show you why here in a second. The reason why is because these things I use a lot, and it's kind of annoying to have to take the army knife off of an entire keychain because everything else is in the way of it. So if I really need it, I can just unclip that because I use these a lot. So, you know, that's why I do that. And one last note about purchasing the G-Series G-Clips. The G-Series number 3, the larger one, that was about $6 or $7, and that comes 1 per pack. And the G-Series number 1, I believe it was $9.99 for a pack of 2 of them. So there are definitely some good buys, and I highly recommend it. And that wraps it up for today's video. I really appreciate you guys coming by and watching the video, sticking around all the way to the end. And if you could do me a favor, like, subscribe, and share, please. Really trying to get the word out about the channel so I can start doing live streams, and I'll do giveaways during live streams. And hit the notification bell for updates about new uploads. All right, guys, have a great day.